Okay guys, welcome to Base Gardening. I apologize for the audio. It's quite a windy day, so at any point in time a bunch of wind may come through, and you know how that'll affect the audio. But there's not much I can do about wind. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use this to mix up some new soil for some things that I'm going to plant. I've got this, I'm not sure about these, but I've got this bag of kind of oldish tomato seeds, and I'm gonna just see if I can still use them. I'm not so sure how that's gonna go. And I'm gonna do some of this lettuce mix, and I'm gonna do these orange chilies that they're called yellow peppers. I just love the flavor of them. They're quite spicy, but they're really good. There goes the wind. And some celery. So let's get those out of the way. And then in terms of materials, I've got some dirt here. Okay, so let's go ahead and dump a bunch of dirt in. I know everything looks strange to you because I live in Thailand, but it's just dirt, so no big deal. And the next ingredient is cow manure. I'm gonna dump that in. That's not as much as the dirt that you dump in, about like that, but it's a good amount. And the next thing is I have these worm castings. I had a worm bin. Okay, so I've got these worm castings, and just to get things started here, these worm castings are going to kind of replace me using straight up compost, and I'm going to use like straight compost later on. But you want something that is well formed like this, that has a black color, because if you look at any proper compost or what have you, the proper compost is going to be black, and it's going to be probably really fine. So there's also, I think, somewhere little bits of yeah, there's a little bit of eggshell that was also in there in the worm bin. I don't have an active worm bin at the moment. So anyway, where all this is going is I recommend that people start in something like this. You can grab just like an empty pot, and you can put your dirt in there and just sprinkle the seeds on if you want, or get like small pots. But things like this are really good for just sprinkling on a lot of seeds, and they're easy to water. And then later on, because of what this is, it just breaks down. Like when you're ready to move the successful seedling over to a pot or something, you can just break this up, and this can go right into the ground or your dirt, your soil, whatever you're using. And it's just a really easy way to do it, and this is a nice way to start them. It's very controlled. You don't have to deal with full-on pots and stuff like that. So the next thing is, there's just like, when you're dealing with soil, you've got bigger parts like this. You'll never get them all, but you've got bigger parts like this. You've also got, with the manure, you've got parts like this they're a bit bigger. So you just want to get all this mixed up. Let's just make it one nice big homogeneous mixture. Once you've got that, the way to go is just start dropping it in here. I think most of the seeds that I'm using today are all quite small seeds, which means that it probably means that the kind of seeds that they are is that they're the sort of seeds that just fall on the ground, and that's how they grow. And so there's two things. One, you want to like keep it natural, like if they're the kind of seed that where its recipe for becoming a plant is to just fall on the ground and take root, then you want to let it do that. What that means is that that seed is not designed to go, 1 or 2 or 3 inches down into soil and then manage to grow out. It's the wrong kind of seed for that. And so what you want to do is you want to just get those seeds all over the place. You just want to get these guys going all over the place like this. Yeah, be really, really liberal with it. If you decide not to use them all or something, you can do it that way. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to just kind of drop some more soil on like that. It's just a light dusting, really. And then that's going to get watered, and when you start this off, all they need is just a sprinkling of water on here. I mean, more than a mist, but like if you have a watering container and you have like something fine that screws on there that really spreads the water out, you just want to give it this kind of like almost like a light dusting almost of water, and that's how you do it. And so all that's going to happen is I'm going to repeat this process with everything that I have, and then these things will get watered down, and that's how you do it. That's all it takes. And the other thing about if you're using these egg containers that you want to be careful of about watering, the seeds don't need much water, but the other thing to be careful about is that these things will start breaking apart on you if they get too wet. And so do the healthy thing for the seeds. They don't need too much water, and do keep this from becoming like a disaster by not adding too much water, so that these start breaking up, because this is just like weaker than cardboard, really. And that's it. It's rinse repeat with all of them. And if you think about the inside of, think about the fruit of whatever you're using, the chili or the tomato or whatever, you think about how many seeds are in there. It's obvious that the only reason that there are that many seeds is that they're all meant to spread, and only some of them will take root and become healthy plants later on. And so you want to plant by reproducing that method. Just get them all in there, and you're only gonna end up keeping the best ones. And be really liberal about it. Don't go one seed at a time, trying to save money and all that stuff. The seeds are pretty cheap. There is a cost, but just do it the way nature intended. And that's it. That's how you do it. All right, guys. And then at the end, here's everything all lined up. And as you can see, I've got them all watered in and everything. And the last thing that I want to share about this location, I'll show you where this is. Right there. And there's the window. And of course, there's the roof. And this is a partially shaded, partially sunny location. The sun's going to come in here and hit hard in the morning, and then still be hitting pretty hard at noon. And then it's going to move on and give these shade for the rest of the day. And this is the way you want to get your seedlings started. You don't want to just stick them right in the sun all day. All right, so Remember to find me on Rumble and BitChute and all that good stuff. Please like, subscribe, share, and that's going to do this one. Thanks everybody. Base gardening.